Good day, everyone. Today, I am going to discuss to you the teaching pronunciation, the techniques, and its practices. But first, let us define what is teaching pronunciation. Teaching pronunciation involves far more than individual sound, word stress, sentence stress, intonation, and word linking all influence the sound of spoken English, not to mention the way we often slur words and phrases together in casual speech. So these are the techniques and practices in teaching pronunciation. The first one is listen and imitate. Learners listen to a model provided by a teacher and then the repeater imitate it. So this kind of technique will able to help the students to improve their pronunciation by listening and imitating. But be sure that the model you are trying to imitate has a good pronunciation skills so that the outcome will be good as expected. Then the second one is the phonetic training. Articulatory description, articulatory diagrams, and phonetic alphabet are used. Articulatory description is a speech based on its voicing or on its place or manner of articulation, while articulatory diagram used frequently in a study of phonetics. So basically, phonetic training helps you to pronounce clearly every sound and how you are going to use the speech organ correctly. Example of this is the IPA or the International Phonetic Alphabet. This could really help you to improve the pronunciation of the students. The third one is the minimal pair drills. These provide practice on problematic sound in the target language through listening discrimination and spoken practice. Drills begin in a word level then move to sentence level. So this kind of drills is a pair of words or phrases in a particular language, spoken or signed that differ in phonological element. So an example of this is cat, but, wide, wise, ride, road, kite, night, and etc. Then the fourth one is the contextualize minimal pairs. The teacher established the setting or context, then key vocabulary is presented. Students provide meaningful response to sentence stem. So for example, the teacher will ask, is it a lemon tree? Then the students will able to answer no, an orange tree. So this kind of technique, the students provide the response to the established setting given by the teacher. So the next one is the visual aid. So these material are used to cue production of focus sound. So these material are used to help to improve the pronunciation of the students. So for example, the sound speaker, where the students will able to hear clearly every sound in letters. So the sixth one is the tongue twister. A sequence of words or sound typically on an alliterative kind that are difficult to pronounce quickly and correctly. So this tongue twister is very familiar to everyone. This will help us to utter the words correctly and quickly. So the seventh one is the developmental approximation drills. Second language speaker takes after the step of English speaking children follow in acquiring certain sounds. So this drill particularly used by those who are acquiring a certain sound. So for example, common to every child that they experience difficulty in acquiring the sound L and R sound. For example, the word ruler. The child will able to read this as lular. So this drill will help you to go step by step to pronounce the letters correctly. So the eighth is the practice of vowel shift and stress shift related by affixation. So the first is the vowel shift. So the word is mime. So the I sound here is a long I, mime. And the word mimic. So the I sound here is just a short sound of I, mimic. And then the The sentence context is street mimes often mimic the gesture of passerby. So this shows how we are going to use these two words and its stresses. For example, the word mime is an entertainment and the word mimic is a person who copies the behavior or speech of others. The stressed shift. So the first word here is photograph and the second is photography. So the photograph, the stressed is the first area of the word, and then the photography, the stressed is in the middle area of the word. And the sentence context is I can tell you the photographs that you are very good at photography. Next is the reading aloud or recitation. Passages and script are used for students to practice and then read aloud, focusing on the stress, timing, and intonation. So this reading aloud could help you improving the pronunciation, timing, intonation, and etc. This is very good practice. Then the last one is the recording of learners' production. Playback allows for giving of feedback and self-evaluation. So you are going to record on how you are reading the certain text. This could help you to evaluate yourself and to determine every mistakes that you made.